So let's pick the feet. Head goes down like this. This is your stage one. You could straighten one leg or straighten both legs and hold the position. Stay in the position. It is about your mind. You really have to close that channel and try to breathe in this position. Stay there for a few times, a few breaths. See how that feels. And if you lost the control, you practice a couple of times, please. And release all the way back. Now we're moving into our final series, the final series of practices which will focus on stretching a last portion of your chain, right, from your foot all the way to the neck, and that is the leg. So let's separate your legs a bit wider. How wide should you separate? So to start with, separate to the point where you don't feel any stretch here. For some of you, maybe more smaller or bigger. Right now, I feel no pain. Nothing really is happening. This is my normal flexibility. Now I want to become a little bit more, or you want to stretch a bit more. This is when you start to bend forward. Excuse me. Moving forward, and we hold ourselves here. Now, whatever you do in this position, try not to round your back from the very beginning. You need to keep your pelvis up. So if you can just stay here and keeping your back pretty much straight, it is a good idea, rather rounding the back. So keep your back pretty much straight and stay here. And this is already a good start for most of us. Just try to move forward a little bit more, a tiny bit more, a tiny bit more. And depending on your flexibility, if you've already reached quite far, you'll have to eventually bend your spine, okay? And it's normal. Let's stay and breathe. So if you can become a little bit more flexible, you could put your head down on the floor. Six deep breath here. Let's come back up and release. Let's try another variation. To do that, you'll have to put your hands behind. You interlock your fingers nicely and squeeze your shoulder blades gently. Inhale first, and then exhale as you bend forward. If it's too hard, you could just put your hands on your back like this and then try bending forward. This is the time your back will be rounded. So you allow your back to be rounded, okay? Keep on breathing. You should feel a lot of stretch in your legs. Now, release your hands and catch your foot. See if you can bring your head a bit more forward at this point. So you're moving a little bit more each time. Make sure you keep breathing and try to settle your weight, okay? If it's too strained, too much pain, you need to back off a little bit. You don't want to hurt yourself. You just want to get a good stretch, that's all. Now to come up, press your hands on your shins and lift your body nice and up. Release. Just like that. Moving forward for the next variation where you're freeing your hands a bit more. This time you join your hands on your back. I gave you another option before that instead of joining your hands, you could just wrap and grab your elbows, right? So either you grab your elbows or join your hands. Choose an option for yourself. Take a breath in and then lean forward. Again, try to focus on a long line. See how you feel into the position. Keep leaning a little bit more each time. And eventually should be able to go all the way down. Now that is your choice, of course, and see what your body allows you to do. To lift your face up, lift your chest up, and come all the way up. All these practices really stretches the leg, the back of your leg, all the way to the calf. Whatever is tight is going to get stretched out, which is the purpose of this class, right? So moving into the next practice, with your legs nice and wide, still need to keep them like that, unless you're very tired or too much pain. Take your hands up now, stretch fully. Lean over to one side. Let's reach over to your right side first. And then catch your foot if you can. And then also catch the foot with the other hand. So bending over sideways. You could relax your head and simply breathe 6 times. All these practices really create a lot of stretch for your body, really improving muscles, their functions. And not just stretching the muscle, you're also stretching your nerves. It really helps you relax and calm. I would like to do this usually in the evening. It's quite relaxing. Now lift your head and lift your whole spine. We do the other side. Take your hands up just to get a nice stretch into your body. First, reach over to the side and simply catch your foot. Once you have your foot, the other hand catches the foot too, and continue bending sideways. Lift your head and come all the way up and release. Now we do a forward bend over one leg, then the other leg. Okay, so take your hands up, rotate to your right side, lean forward and simply catch your foot. Inhale when you're ready, and then exhale as you bend down. Touch your head to the knee. You can also put your elbows down. See, it also depends on the flexibility of your body and how much pain you can tolerate, right? So it's It's the pain tolerance. Lift your face and chest and come back up. Let's do the other side. You inhale, rotate your spine, reach forward, catch your foot, lean forward and bring your elbows down. You could stay halfway, and this is all good. For most of us is enough. Bending forward little by little. It is how much resistance you have in your back muscles or in your spine, so it's not working, right? Or how much resistance you have in your leg. So this is holding you back. But if you practice more often, it will help you release it. And lift yourself up and come back in. The final twist and stretch here in this position is a little bit intense here, okay? So we want to focus on a twist and the side bend, okay? It's okay if you cannot do this practice, okay? But you can try. To do this, maybe move your legs a bit close to each other, just a tiny bit. Then rotate your spine, pass the opposite hand across the shin, and then grab your foot. Now you're twisted already. Hold the position, putting your other hand on the back, on the floor, or you could also catch your foot. It's okay to just put the hand on the floor to support your body, to support that twist. It is an intense stretch for your calf. You should feel a lot of stretch in your calf. Keep twisting and breathe. To release, just unwind yourself. Let's try the other side. Taking your right hand up, twist and lean forward. Cross your elbow, just across your shin. Open up your chest and use your hand this way. Support it or twist it out fully. Release and come all the way back. Now bring your legs a bit more closer. This practice is to rebuild the connection in your core. After stretching a lot of your back, you should be able to connect your core. Put your hand like this, okay? And pick your legs and pick your torso. You could try stage 1, just lift your pelvis. Stage 2, just lift your legs. Stage 3, lift everything else. Everything together at once, like this. And then down. And we change. And down. Repeat that 2 more times. One more. And release. Let's cross your leg. This is the winding down, the last practice. Insert your right leg, followed by your left. Here. So you have to insert, the bottom leg should go further in. The top leg should go further out, right? So right from this position. So whichever leg is on the top, take the same hand up to the ceiling, and the other hand comes at the back. Should be able to clasp your finger. If not, you can use a towel that will help you. So hold, sit and lean back. Stay and breathe into this position. Your goal is to squeeze your inner thighs together. Just setting things back. Now, some of you may not be able to cross like this. So what do? You just sit on a little bit higher surface. Maybe put a yoga block under your seat, and that should be fine. Let's breathe in, breathe out. And then release your hands. Let's try the other side as well. Insert your left followed by the right. So make sure the bottom leg really goes under and across nicely. Same, goes up and goes down. Clasp your fingers, open the chest, and let's breathe here as we stay. Lean back a little bit more. Release your hands fully and also release your legs. That's all. Now we're going to lay down on the back, and there's one small technique, okay? It's called instant relaxation technique. So you're going to contract every part of your body as I instruct. Contract your toes, your soles, your feet, ankles, like that, all the way up, and then tighten, 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 and then relax. So you hear a word relax, that's when you relax, okay? So let's lie on your back. So as you lay down on your back, legs will be together. I'm going to do it with you, but you will hear my voice. You don't have to look at me. If you want to look at me, I'll show you maybe first round, and then I'll speak it out loud again for you. So it starts like this. Contract the toes, the soles, flex your ankles, pull up your kneecaps, tighten up your buttocks, make a fist of your hand, tighten up your shoulders, back muscles, squeeze your shoulder blades, inhale and hold the breath. Tighten up the muscles in your neck, face, cheeks, eyeballs. Tighten your whole body. Tighten, 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 and relax. Okay? It's your turn now. Let's try. Lay on your back. Keep your legs together, hands by side of your body. Just close your eyes and follow me. Contract your toes, soles of your feet, your ankles. Pull up your ankles. Tighten up your calf and pull up your kneecaps. Tighten up your thighs, squeeze your buttocks, hold them all tight. Inhale, take a full breath in and hold the breath inside. Make a fist of your hand, tighten your forearm, arms, shoulders, squeeze your shoulder blades, tighten your back, tighten all the muscles in your face, squeeze your neck, tighten your eyeballs, tighten the whole body, tighten, 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 and relax. Very good. Let's keep your eyes closed, relax. Separate your legs, separate your arms. Take a couple of deep breaths here as you allow yourself to simply relax, doing nothing. Try to visualize your body. Try to notice the changes in your body, the relaxation, the lightness in your leg, softness in your muscles. Your joints feel more supple, relaxed. If you suffer from pain in your body, you really know how effective this is. It really desensitizes your pain, makes you feel good, relaxed. Your hormones, your glands, they all become very functional to reduce that pain and the feeling of pain. You also reduce the limitations in your body. You become flexible, supple. Your joints are much more mobile. As your body becomes flexible, your mind becomes flexible, becomes more relaxed. Your mind can quiet much faster when your body is relaxed. All the channels and everything runs through the body back to your mind. Let's just relax, letting go now. I'll take another 5 deep breaths. Please stay in the position, relax. Let us all come back to awareness. Bring the legs together. Bend your legs at your knees. Just hug your knees to your chest. Turn over to your one side. And push yourself up. Sit in an upright position. How are you feeling? I really want to thank you for making all your efforts for this entire week, to joining these classes. It is something that is really very different, because when we do face-to-face, it's so different. But you're making an effort is something amazing. I mean, I can't thank you enough for really putting things together, on yourself and making time for yourself. And that's the rule number one. That's the habit number one, to make time. So you've done very well so far, and for that I'll have some rewards for you. Maybe I'm going to add some more new classes or the other classes that we have in our schedule for coming weeks. So let's see, we're hoping things change, yes. And once again, thank you very much. Please leave your feedback, leave your comments. It really helps me, it motivates me, it energizes me also. Plus, I'm also happy to help if you have any other questions related to your health, to your joints or other issues. So thank you very much for joining once again. Yes.